And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin analysis video. Now, I know that not much has changed on Bitcoin's chart. That being said, today, guys, we're going to be talking about something very specific. And that specific thing that we're going to be talking about is an additional bullish divergence play that I spotted on Bitcoin's chart. And if this bullish divergence play triggers, it is likely also going to trigger the daily bullish divergence play that I have been going over with you guys now for, well, the past couple of days, ever since it actually went off. So yeah, we'll be talking about this play, and of course I will be giving you my targets to the upside as well as well, targets to the downside. That way we are objective. You know, we know when to expect that pullback. What level does Bitcoin have to break in order for us to expect a deeper pullback on the chart? Okay, especially for those of you who are, well, looking to get in those long-term allocations. You guys know my thoughts, my overarching thoughts on Bitcoin, my general thing. For those of you asking, Krisha, bullish or bearish? I am bullish right now, okay? All my triggers have gone off. I am bullish, so I will be leaning towards, well, the bullish end of things. Every time I am looking to take a leverage trade on Bitcoin, I will only be looking to take the bullish end. Now, before I dive into the analysis, make sure to smash that like button if you guys have been enjoying the content that Sean and I have been putting out, because it goes a very, very long way for the channel. YouTube really doesn't like us that much, but hey, every time you hit that thumbs up, they like us a little better than they did the day before, okay? So make sure you smash the like. So with this, guys, let's jump right into Bitcoin. As far as Bitcoin up against that monthly 21 EMA is concerned, I've marked out the monthly 21 EMA with this nice pop pink line right here. What is that level? I'm just gonna, I don't know, I like being very, very specific with my lines when I draw them out. That's how I get some very good horizontal plays, right? Support and resistance plays. So the 21 EMA right now comes in at around $27,692 on the dot. So let's go ahead. $27,692 on the dot. Okay, now if I just take you guys on over to the weekly time frame, have we been respecting that on the weekly time frame? And yes, we have. For the past 4 weeks, Bitcoin has been closing over that level. Okay, so we're safe on that. How about the daily time frame? Let's go on over to the daily time frame. Daily as well, for the past, this entire juncture right here, right? This entire consolidation for the past, what was this? A good 9 days now, Bitcoin has been consolidating over that monthly 21 EMA region. And that's also why, guys, I tell you guys to mark out your SNR regions on your higher time frames first and then get into the lower time frames. Okay, because you'll find that more often than not, those higher time frame SNR regions get respected even on your lower time frames. And it can go as low as the 4-hour time frame and the 1-hour time frame. Yes. Okay, yes, it's that powerful when you draw it on your higher time frames. So make sure you're doing that. So now with this picture, now we know that, okay, the consolidation is happening over a very, very key level on Bitcoin's chart, which is the monthly 21 EMA. Now let's go ahead and check out the volatility profile for Bitcoin to figure out what is the trend really telling us. Is it alluding to maybe a pullback on the lower time frames? What is the volatility telling us right now? You know, what can we expect from this chart? So now I'm currently on the Mango dashboard. It can be found on app.mangoresearch.co. For those of you who do not have access, there is a 7-day free trial that you can play around with. Okay, so you can just sign up for the 7-day free trial and give everything a whirl. We do have a brand new exciting feature coming right up. Now, I'm not going to reveal too much, but I promise you, you guys are going to love this. People are going to be very, very excited. I know it's like an announcement of the announcement. It's freaking annoying as hell, but I don't know. I can never hold these things in for too long. But anywho, Bitcoin USDT, if I just did go ahead, click on the toggle from the 4-hour time frame to the weekly time frame, I want you guys to pay attention to the trends and the volatility. Okay, I'm very excited just looking at the volatility profile, but hey, we'll take it one step at a time. Look at the trends first, guys. From the 12-hour time frame to the weekly time frame, we are bullish across the board. Okay, in fact, throughout this entire consolidation, which if I take you guys back on over to the chart, it has been going on for the past 2 weeks now. In fact, over 2 weeks. This is a good 19 days on this consolidation alone. Bitcoin has remained long from the 12-hour time frame to the weekly time frame, telling us that we have not lost the uptrend even on the 12-hour. The only time frame that's been a bit choppy on the trend is the 4-hour time frame, right? We're seeing that going from short to neutral to long to neutral to short again. So the consolidation is happening primarily on that 4-hour time frame. Okay, the trends across the 12-hour to the weekly is still bullish, telling you that, hey, we have not lost trend just yet. Stay put. Okay, in fact, you'll notice that these reversals, like the 12-hour, for instance, came in 24 days ago. If you caught a trade based on when the 12-hour trend went off, you're already up by a good 26%, even in spite of this consolidation. But now here's the most interesting part of the dashboard, okay, after a very, very long time. The volatility profile across the board is blue. Okay, it has compressed to these dangerously low levels. Every time you see volatility compress into these blue single digits, it's very, very low, the volatility. That's when I'm looking for a breakout in volatility. Now, the breakout is going to usually lead to the next big move on the chart. Now, as far as the direction of the move is concerned, I'm always going to be leaning towards the side of that overarching trend, which right now is bullish. Right. In addition to all of these volatility numbers flashing blue now, flashing these very, very low, healthy numbers, I brought up the bullish divergence flag on the daily time frame to your attention. Now, I want you guys to notice that that potential bullish divergence flag is still on. Okay, it has not triggered just yet, okay, but it has not gone off either. Now, in addition to this potential bullish divergence on the daily time frame, I found one more on the 12-hour time frame. Now, if that bullish divergence on the 12-hour time frame triggers, I will be looking for the daily bullish divergence to trigger as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and dissect that because I don't think a lot of people have their eyes on this right now. Now, of course, I'll be giving you the trigger points and I'll tell you exactly when these things get invalidated, okay? So now what we're going to do first is I'll first highlight the daily divergence to your attention and then we'll go on over to the 12-hour divergence, okay? So for this, I want you guys to put on your oscillators for those of you who want to follow along. I'm going to knock off the Stokes for now because the divergence is primarily hinged on the RSI. So the daily divergence that we discussed in our last video was this right here. Higher lows on price action and lower lows on RSI. Okay, that was the bullish divergence that we found on the daily time frame. Now, what is the trigger of that bullish divergence? The trigger, guys, was Bitcoin essentially taking out the highest wick right here, which came in at around $28,506. Let's go ahead and smack in a line right there. Okay, that is the trigger of the bullish divergence. Now, technically, if you look at this candle, we did take out 28.5K, but did not close over. Okay, now this was a very, very critical level. As you can see that over the past 19 days now, throughout this entire consolidation, Bitcoin has held that level as overhead resistance. Taking that out to the upside would have been freaking fantastic. Hell, even if I saw a bit of a stronger candle on there, that would have also been a good picture. But what we saw instead was an indecision doji candle, and the bears actually managed to take over on the next daily open. Okay, this daily open barely had much of a wick to the upside, telling me that no buyers stepped in there. There was barely any buying pressure that stepped in there. Okay, so the bears actually managed to take that down. So we did not really see a close over that. However, that trigger still remains the same. I'll be looking for a daily close over 28.5K for the daily divergence to trigger. For those of you who want to take note of that, please go ahead and do so. However, when does the daily divergence play get negated? It gets negated, guys, as soon as we take out this wick low right here, which comes in at around $27,236. Okay, we can go out and mark that with a line as well. Okay, that is the point at which there is no more daily divergence. That is off the books now. Gets completely negated, crossed out. Okay, if Bitcoin falls past this level, okay, even if we wick below that, I'm saying daily divergence is off the books. Right, so for now, it is still intact. The trigger is going to be us closing a candle over 28.5K. That's what I personally will be looking for. But now I do believe that this could likely trigger to the upside if the 12-hour divergence goes through. Okay, so let's go ahead and dissect that 12-hour divergence that I found just earlier today. So now I'm going to fix my scale right there and let me go ahead and highlight the 12-hour divergence. And this is something that I'd mentioned in the Discord chat yesterday. I told them, I'm like, hey, listen, you know what? If we actually come all the way down to that monthly 21 EMA level and we test that and we bounce off of it, that's when I'll be looking for a 12-hour divergence to actually go off, right? And that's essentially what we have right here. If you look at price action right here, you'll see a series of, well, higher lows on the chart, right? However, if I look at the corresponding RSI on it, what are we seeing here? We're seeing lower lows on RSI. So now that is bullish divergence. Now what this is saying is that, hey, the RSI is catching a weakening of momentum on the chart. However, guys, there is no follow through on price action. the bulls are managing to bid up Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin is catching a bid on that monthly 21 EMA region, and that's what's giving us that divergence play. Okay, so now the trigger of this 12-hour divergence is hinged on the highest point of this candle right here, which comes in at around 28.1K. We can go ahead and smack in a line right there as well. Okay, so now if on the 12-hour time frame we manage to take out this region right here, that's when the 12-hour bullish divergence triggers to the upside. Okay, that's what I personally will be looking for, at which point I will be looking for price to then test 28.5K once again. And if we start taking out the 28.5K region to the upside, that's when the daily bullish divergence triggers, at which point I will be looking for continuation from Bitcoin. So now if the bullish divergence triggers to the upside, what is the next target to the upside? Honestly, guys, my targets remain the same for Bitcoin. For this, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Ichimoku cloud, get on over to my weekly time frame. First target comes in at around 31.9K. Let's go ahead and mark that out with a horizontal. And a second target comes in at around 34K. Okay, I think it was 33K based on momentum and price action. Right, so that is, well, the two targets that I have are overhead. Okay, from to the Kijun, that's going to be a good 14% to the upside. To the 34K region, that's going to be another 22% to the upside. Okay, as far as downside targets concerned, guys, we take out that yellow line. Remember, that is going to be where Bitcoin negates that daily divergence play. Now that comes in at around 27.7K. We start taking that out to the downside. I will be looking for Bitcoin to test the cluster right here. Okay, notice we have, wow, this is actually a very, very beautiful chart. We're currently getting supported on the Tenkin, okay? And notice we take out the daily 21 EMA, we also lose a critical daily support right there. And then we're sort of clear for a C-span trade. What does the Kijun line up with? That actually lines up with the red box territory almost, right? It's sitting right underneath it. Red box territory, remember, is our cluster of support on the weekly time frame, where we have the 10 SMA, 55 EMA, 200 exponential, as well as the 10 simple moving average. There's a lot lining up with that region, so that is going to be the deeper pullback zone that I look for. Okay, that comes in at around 25.6K, going all the way down to around $25,000. Okay, that is going to be the downside target. But yeah, I think a lot right now is hinged on the 12-hour close. So look for that. Depending on if the bullish divergence gets activated on the 12-hour time frame, I'm saying we're likely going to start testing the activation of the daily divergence again. Okay, for like, what, the third time now. So I'll be looking for that. However, if we negate the 12-hour divergence play, that's when I will be looking for Bitcoin to come all the way back down to 27.2K, basically testing that daily divergence. Okay, so these are the two immediate plays that we have on the chart. Eyes on the prize. The macro right now is still screaming bullish. Okay, so as far as my trades, my leverage trades on Bitcoin are concerned, I will only be taking long trades. Cool beans, cool beans. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you're confused with, I don't know, I really hope I broke down the divergences well enough. But if you are still confused, of course, there is a Discord chat. Everyone's talking about price action and other various things happening in the market. So if you want a cool community to chill out with, come on in, join the Mango Discord chat. You'll find the link in the description below, or you can just, well, navigate on to themangoway.com/Discord. And yeah, enter. So with this, guys, I will see you in the next update. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.